हो करतोय एक सेकंड. येस सर.
Can I have a pen? Hey, you should be having two.
Oh, by the way, where is this guy? Check this out.
She's copied it.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to check it.
Check it.
Please submit it. It will be thoroughly checked and we'll get back to you. But I know you copied it.
I know she took a photo of the card that I had
No, I
sold.
did
Yes,
not.
correct.
I did not.
You
I
did.
know, that's why you're taking
तुम्हाला
the
काय
card.
याच्यातलं पेय हवं असेल तर
ते yellow काय आहे?
ऑरेंज आहे, एक ऑरेंज आहे, एक मँगो आहे.
आपण कॉफी सांगितली आहे ना?
सांगितले
हा, after that आहे. पाणी
नाही, पाण्याची बॉटल त्याला सांग ना बॉटल्स
Both of them.
पे करायला ही शट ऑफ शट शॉप पाण्याच्या बाटल्या म्हटल्या 4-5
Normal copy?
हाँ
1, 2, 3. 4 black coffee वाला.
आणि एक ब्लॅक कॉफी. एक ब्लॅक.
ड्रॉप इज ऑल्सो
हाँ हाँ एक काय काय
Normal copy.
हो
Ready for
आणि ना एसी बंदच करून टाक.
हाँ,
बंदच केली.
अजून एक तर 2 साध्या आणि एक ब्लॅक टोटल आणा. अजून एक ऍड झाली साधी कॉफी.
2 साध्या आणा.
2 कॉफी आणि ब्लॅक कॉफी. मी एसी बंदच करायचं.
Recording?
Yeah.
Only what? गाजर जाणार नाही. सरकून काय झालं? मला तसं मी सरकतच नाही. नुसतं विचारते जागा हवी.
जागा हवी.
अरे भाई एक बार का कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट आहे.
अजून एका कंपनीचं तुम्हाला हे दिलं त्यांनी.
काय?
अजून एक नवीन कंपनी फॉर्म करण्यासाठीची आयडिया. ब्लूटूथ
नाही,
चिप टाका.
बाबा त्याचे खूप कंपनीचं त्यांनी हा विचार केला. आणि आता मला अजिबात कंपनीचं सांगतो.
लिटरली
नो डन मेरा एक खाता भी कंप्लीटली
ती ऑर्डर प्रमाणे केलंय का?
Right side.
अशी ना क्लॉकवाईज ना.
So the only thing is the clock should start at 1 o'clock, not 12.
No, 12.
That's it.
12.
Start at 12. Alright. So yesterday, like we spoke, and we discussed some bits and pieces about our consumer and ultimately taking that consumer to the point that we want, which is our vision to build a community. And to do that, we spoke that there has to be a consumer journey. So let's speak of the journey part of it today. So how would a consumer travel the journey to become part of that, of the community that we want to create, right? So it starts with attract. So you want to take it?
So basically, attract is what
what are we going to do to attract the audience? And through which medium? So if we attract the audience to build a community, that's a primary goal. But then to reach that goal, definitely there are mediums which we need to pass through. Like, so if we're talking about attracting, so it has to pass through certain touch points or certain mediums. So we will define what kind of mediums which will come under that category. So when we say attracting someone is at a stage where he's not our consumer right now. Right? So any layman, okay, who uses some kind of a medium has to be attracted towards whatever we do. So do we want to discuss what mediums do we want to?
So I think that's something that we should get from them now, because
that's
this conversation was where we ended it in that manner only. So these are the basic different kinds of things that we want to do for Glyphs. Start from attract and experiment and explore, which is a physical
So
medium.
the process will be attract, engage, personalize, retain, loyalty, and then
So this is the journey
when you
that we
attract,
identify
when you connect.
that we think we will take our audience through, or consumers through. The consumers can be the audience, the consumers can be
The
sponsors, performers. Anybody who is not a part of the team of Glyphs is a consumer for us. So this is the journey. So we want your inputs on how this journey, whether this journey works for you guys, whether there's some changes that you would like to make, or what are the details of each that you think. Like for you, attract and connect might be a very different perception or for what it can be for us.
At that first stage, attract or connect, I think that is more about the marketing activity and using various mediums. It could be Facebook, Insta, rickshaw posters, could be anything. Because that is the first touch point for an unknown audience to start their life cycle to the journey of Glyphs CCE ecosystem. Okay. So at that point, it's not only about how we're trying to engage. So stage 2. So engaging is where the show would come into picture. That is where we're trying to engage with the audience. But that first point actually should have like a overview of what to expect through all the stages as well. So sometimes it's not only the engagement which might attract. Sometimes it could be the loyalty, which is again at say 4th level of the journey. But you never know what will attract the audience. So in that, I think they should have a teaser, or they should have a feel for what to expect in the journey, if they obviously choose to engage in that journey.
So I think basically what to expect from the platform.
So that should be part of the attraction. And obviously
Like the experience.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously other pre-show marketing, or even between show marketing, post-show marketing would be at this stage.
Yeah, but then of course that's a process to follow, whether to engage through what kind of communication, whether to give them a glimpse of what is happening, or then upcoming show, or the upcoming process, upcoming thought, upcoming so that one, and then how you want to kind of build it up to say that this is where it kind of encapsulates into a community where there's a lot more engagements happening.
So because see, for anything, this is a life cycle.
Yeah.
And this life cycle is for a totally brand new audience as well as an existing audience as well. Because we don't want to have a different life cycle for an existing audience.
Correct.
So uh, for a new audience, it would be about what to expect. For an existing audience, it could be about what has been happening, which is why I said even the pre-post show marketing or other verticals for the marketing also would try and attract maybe already an existing viewer who we want to push it to the next level in the journey.
So when it comes to marketing, then we're basically talking about mediums, right? So what are the kind?
Possible.
Yeah. So
What are the possible
what are
mediums
the possible
you think,
mediums that you
think?
think? We're not talking about platforms. We're talking about what mediums do you think is a possibility via which we can attract people?
I think social media goes without saying. I mean, it is the necessity of today's world. But apart from social media, radio,
So basically, visual and sound,
yes.
right? So in terms of visual, you have visual, like, okay, yeah. You have social media, through audio, you have radios.
I think before we get into that, now let's get a view from everyone about what this journey looks like now.
So I think if we are agreeing on it, we can move a little fast. That's perfect.
Yeah. So just
But
so
still,
what you want to say is मला की प्रत्येक जो स्टेप आहे it is not 1 2 3 4 5 6 that's what you are saying, right? So it's like basically A B C D E F आणि step A can come after B C D E or F असं. So each step can come after any step असं म्हणायचं का? Just
It's a continuous cycle.
yes. But you said की you
plan, execute, analyze, परत plan. आपली जी cycle आहे, same cycle.
Okay.
So in that sense.
See, these can't exist parallelly because each customer will want a different takeaway from what their situation is. So existing customers will still be attracted and connected. Even if they're still our customers, we still have to take them through the process. Because if we break a process anywhere, then we don't know where we're losing them. That's the advantage of following the process of this service.
Okay, exit point.
So then we can identify ki whether he got engaged. Cool. He watched the show. He came to the show. So was the show not personalized enough for him to stay? Or what happened? So for us, it's better to
quantify.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned yesterday, we also have then the call to actions in terms of every touch point. म्हणजे तुला जर engage करून through the engagement if you wanted to get personalized, through what do we, and then through that we understand what the audience is expecting from us, what are the touch points that they expect. So through this entire life cycle, we also know somewhere what our flow is.
So what are some kinds of attractions or connections that you want to create for the audience? Since you guys have agreed that this is a journey that we want our consumer to take, is there anything else you would like to add in this process?
Add or you think does not fit in?
Yeah, does not fit in.
I wanted to ask, brand advocacy would come under loyalty itself, or is that a step beyond loyalty?
Say that again.
Brand advocacy would be anywhere between loyalty and experimentation. Once you have a loyal customer, then comes the stage where he is loyal to your brand. Now he would advocate for the brand for anything and everything that your brand do. So it is a stage between loyalty and experimentation. It starts somewhere between retention and loyalty, but the maturity of that happens between loyalty and experimentation.
And we will be running a lot of experiments between retaining and exploring. Because that's where the real audience will be. So we need to know who is going to come to us for the physical meetups, who's not, why they're not coming. So that journey in between retain to experiment, I think, can be played around, experimented.
And this is the spot where our real audience will do brand advocacy, because up till this point is where our marketing is working, and up from here is where our loyalties, our people who are loyal to us are going to start advocating for us.
Correct. So it starts post retention. Now that you have retained an audience, that still does not mean that that audience is loyal to you. So you start to that brand advocacy level, but the minute the consumer becomes loyal to you, you have a loyal audience, he will start speaking for it immediately. So without even giving him a cue to speak about it, he starts speaking. Between retention and loyalty, you may have to give cues here and there.
And that is the real audience that is going to get you performers.
No, that is the real audience that gives performers also, and that is where we start building a revenue model also.
Study of numbers, you get started to
Because
see
that's
numbers.
where, because that advocacy is what shows, or that's the communication where they explain your platform's worth. की तुम्ही as performers काय घेऊन जाताय परत, तुम्ही as viewers काय घेऊन जाताय परत, and of course the revenue model.
Anything else we need to add in the process? Eliminate, add, any confusion on what each process is?
So attract and connect are two different things. Attract and connect is not the same.
But they're parallel.
Or it's and.
They're running parallel.
Yeah.
Are we planning to discuss all the processes, or this is just for information? What's
So we can discuss, but we wanted to know what your views
No,
are on
that's,
that.
that's perfectly alright. So,
Like again, we want to know ki, I'm sure you ran through this process when you started season
Correct.
1. What did you do there and what worked and what didn't work is also something that, because like for example, attract and connect, the major part is design.
correct.
Is that something that you worked on? Did you understand the audience? What worked, what didn't work?
Or did you design it and according to that you identified your
Audience, like what was the process that you went through?
So I don't think we identified our audience at all.
Okay.
If you ask me, we didn't identify the audience.
It is open to all this.
Absolutely, and we tried to engage them
Yeah.
in different kinds of creatives. Like we are running are you into writing, or are you into acting?
So what worked, what did? So, but you were engaging the performers, not the audience.
We were correct.
To get
Yeah,
performers.
To get performers.
Right.
So we are. So that's why I said we never created something for the audience.
Correct. Right. So something that we recognized or identified in our previous week's discussion was that there will have to be two separate kinds of attraction points and connection points for the performers and the audience, which can overlap.
Which is alright, perfect.
Right? Yeah. So of course, attraction and connection comes, as he said, in terms of design, because you want to understand now, because you have identified what audience we want. Based on that, we create our designs, we create our content, our copies accordingly, and that is what strikes the instant connection. And that's where then they get engaged, and then I think where the term personalization is very important, because if you personally feel connected with that, then you're going to stick on for the remaining of the journey.
So any questions for personalized or any perception that you would like to
So
share?
when you say personalized, explain on that.
Are we getting too fast? Let's discuss the mediums.
Leaders will do after this, na? Because once this is clear,
Actually,
na,
okay. Take it.
because personalization wale mediums will be. So personalized for us means singing theme. We know what audience wants to listen to singers. So we're personalizing the content for the audience, we're personalizing for the performers and for the sponsors. So creating something that we've identified they like.
Okay.
I have a question. So now this cycle, for any line item that this will do, be it an invitation or be it even a small post or be it a normal conversation that a person will have in another one, every line item has to have these elements, and we are not saying कि okay, Glyphs में this is to attract, this is to engage, this is to personalize. How is it?
It is like that. We are going to identify a process, like you said.
Every line item will go through this circle
Yes.
and come out as an
Yes.
output. It
Yes.
should.
Because, like I said earlier, at every point we have to know where the audience is leaving us or where the audience is joining us for our data. Tomorrow we create a design and we post it to attract audience. They've gotten attracted, great. We make another creative but the audience is not engaging. Then we realize that okay, the problem is with the engaging part, not with the attraction part. So we can customize that particular
So we
area.
have created these points according to the eventual outcome that we want. Like said now in the next 3 months, if we sit down and we identify की ह्या 6 points मधलं आपल्यासाठी काय चालत नाही का काय जास्त चालतंय. That ways we know which touch points to put more pressure on, or which one of the points may not work, which can probably change in the next 3 months, depending on what outcome you think you want.
It's very clear differentiation to what I understand. Team Glyphs has focused on a performer. Team DC is focusing on a audience. That's a clear identification that we are doing right now.
Yeah.
So right now we are saying, okay, fine. Performers will get pulled in from the audience itself.
From the audience, correct.
So, I think the point is well understood, and yes, this entire journey, we are very keen to understand how it comes out.
There are no more questions on any part of the process. We
You're okay with this?
we can go in more into detail about how to do each.
Yeah.
So I think the question will come there.
If it comes along the way, we can figure it out.
So how many of you guys did your homework?
Everyone. I know you are showing it to us. So.
I just kept it there in case you didn't have homework.
No, that's okay. No, but we actually said we are going to do it over here.
स्क्रीनशॉट देखा ना वहाँ पे.
Anyways, Tina only seen her house.
And yes,
That's my chill zone. Then for her only.
Our first guest is a very funny actress who always brightens our day. Please welcome our
This
friend
is a promo that they put out. Sorry, 1 second.
Isn't she a celebrity?
Yeah, she is. So at each point, I want you guys to write where the show is losing you.
The show is
Losing you.
Where you have lost attention.
okay.
So that is the only one keeping.
Yep.
That was my last dance, maybe. Maybe on the show. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
I tried some new moves. I had a prop.
Yeah. They were new moves. They were brand new, and there was a lot of moves in there. Thank you so much for that entrance. I enjoyed
You're
it.
welcome.
Yeah.
I missed you.
Well, I missed you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
In Christmas must have been a very special time for you because it's Christmas and then the day after is your birthday.
Right. Jesus steals all my thunder.
Oh no,
I know.
that is hard. That is tough.
Yeah.
What did you want for your birthday or Christmas? What'd you get?
Well, all I really want, but my husband won't buy it for me, is a cowbell. Because I feel like it's that perfect party trick, right? Like if we're having wine and like a nice charcuterie cheese board or something, and then you know, that conversation's kind of lame, but if you pull out a cowbell and start playing, like everyone's gonna laugh. Like, where'd she get that cowbell?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, I can't play anything else. I
Yeah.
have so many amazing musician friends, but I know I can go bump, 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 you
Yeah.
know?
I like the cowbell.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do like the cowbell. But why won't he buy that for you? Because it seems like an inexpensive and simple thing. It's not like
Because he lives with me.
yeah, but it's not drums. It's just like a
It's
cowbell.
just, yeah, I don't know. He just said no. He likes silence, and I don't give him a lot of that at home.
I see.
He said all he wanted for Christmas was for me to stop talking, and that's not a joke. He said that last night.
Oh
And
wow.
I was like, that's not romantic.
No, it's the opposite. Yeah. And but y'all bake together, right?
Well, I do a lot of the baking.
Are you a good baker?
It tastes amazing. It looks terrible.
You guys still watching and paying attention?
Yeah.
Or everyone still with the show?
So there's one difference that is very visible. Americans are tremendously loud. Indians are not.
And they're sarcastic.
They are sarcastic.
Indians can't
No,
be
Indians can be sarcastic.
British
Indians are sarcastic.
Offensive sarcasm.
No, they can be offensive, sarcastic
There's
as well.
one more very clear subconsciously. I think I'm comparing it to what we do, which is why they just immediately got to the act.
So that
There is
was
no-
the
That she's a celebrity.
There is,
He's celebrity म्हणून.
if you
Wait,
get
then what does it say?
Zakir Hussain, you will still introduce him.
Yeah.
You will still introduce that.
हम मुलाकात करवाते हैं.
You do a 10 line.
That's the Indian way of doing it.
That's
Yeah, I think
I'm not saying
So
right or
what
wrong,
I would
it's
say,
an observation.
so this was the structure.
She
So hey,
got, I mean, before you, we don't even know.
She didn't even
her
catch her
name.
breath right now. So
For
She
people who
thinks
have
she's
missed
still
out the
breathing,
first
yeah.
10 seconds, they might not even know the name of the guest, and they're already into the act.
तेच होतं. आता मी पण दोन गोष्टींसाठी म्हणजे हे केलं की तिचं ती माहितीये कोणतरी आहे ओळखीची. आय एम वेटिंग फॉर हर नेम कुठेतरी
मला सुद्धा I'm actually looking at that.
Exactly.
Waiting for the name.
सो द लुझिंग पार्ट आय वुड से म्हणजे कंटाळा कुठे आला माहितीये का ते आय एम नॉट इन टू दॅट एक्स्ट्रा वॅगन डान्स शी डिड.
हा, जरा जास्त लांबलं होतं stage.
शांत नाही
So the next
इट वॉज लाईक डान्स स्टेप्स पण होत्या ड्रेस पण इट वॉज फ्लाइंग अराउंड आणि
See,
But you will still watch it.
if you go
I know
details,
what
now,
then if you
सो आय
realize,
वॉज जस्ट काउंटिंग की ती खुर्ची बसणं
if you
किती जवळ आहे
realize,
शी गोइंग टू स्टॉप.
if you realize, that is the only thing that was on the screen.
या
And that was the main part of the screen. So you couldn't even look away because you don't know what you're going to miss.
राईट.
म्हणजे जी तो डान्स स्टेप तोच करणार आहे for 5 seconds,
बरोबर,
or she's
बरोबर.
going to sit down, she's
Yeah.
going to like she's going to shake her hand. You don't know.
Yes. And then once
Like
it
it's in your
started,
face.
they started, I
In
was
spite
into
of
the
she being
delivery part
overboard.
of it. And that's amazing. They are quick on their feet. Right?
The host has no reaction on
exactly,
her face.
completely deadpan expression.
Yeah, because she's like,
No, but
tell you the
But that's because she has a reputation of having a straight face.
yeah, that's the whole. You already are
Depending on the host.
Tomorrow
Like she's
our
saying,
host is
yeah.
super excited and see she's balancing it out. She's
Yeah.
super excited
Yeah.
and then just like whatever.
Yeah.
If anyone was also excited, you would have been like, "Arey, just
Too much.
I don't want to." be
Whereas
part of it.
Edward,
In her
Graham
earlier
Norton show,
seasons, she used to. I mean,
It's-
she used
it's
to. If
celebrity
somebody
based.
is over the top in front of you,
You
how
can't-
can you
yeah.
not
No,
react?
but she still is like that, which we will show in the next episode.
I
But
understand.
this is regarding the contestant here. Sorry.
That is the
Rabia,
reason I don't like Ellen, because
She's no
she
expression.
does not come across as a public host.
Yeah,
I mean,
warm host. Don't-
No.
yeah, so Jimmy
That's
Kimmel,
Not saying
Graham
They like
Norton,
about it.
and
Second
they
stage.
energy.
It is
So,
hurting
the
my
moment-
eyes. Level of.
Half of the
Also
frame is
ना,
full of energy,
maybe
half of the frame
तिकडे
is...
ते चालून जातात. These people are cracked.
No, but if you saw Mama, what she was
Namaste,
trying to
she's
show,
correct.
what she was trying to show is that okay, fine, you're talking about that bill thing. Like I'm not interested, but yeah, sure. Like it's funny for you. Like he told you, you need to shut up. That's what she said.
Ah.
And the
Graham
next
Norton
point,
is
Graham Norton is
the
next.
next part that she started off by saying,
Okay, guys, we are not here to watch the.
हळूहळू फरमाईश
एपिसोड हा लावा.
So by the way,
No, so what?
I'm so excited for Graham Norton and Ellen.
the other thing that she said was, oh, so you guys bake.
She directly got to the question.
That
She did
switch.
her research.
Yeah.
She cut it off. And
She's
she
like,
said, I
it's
know you
getting
guys
boring
bake.
now. Straight up.
This, that particular switch is
That
scripted.
is.
Of course it is.
No,
Of course it is.
No,
Yeah.
it is. But what I'm trying to say
Why?
is this: that celebrity didn't tell her I bake. This she found on social media that she bakes.
एक्झॅक्टली. सो आता हा हेच मुद्दा हाच आहे की जेवढं आपण शो सोडूनच्या जिथं आपण हे जे करतोय क्वांटिफिकेशन जे करतोय वी आर डुईंग इट लाईक खूप नेक्स्ट वेगळ्या लेवलचं क्वांटिफिकेशन जेवढं करतोय ना दॅट विल कन्वर्ट इन टू फ्री फ्लो ऑफ द शो. तेवढा शो विल feel, not
Yeah,
be.
correct.
It will be scripted, but it will feel spontaneous.
We know it's
More,
scripted. We know it's scripted. We know we've
More,
given them a list. They don't know what question we're going to ask
Yeah.
them. It's like that. Okay, next one.
Okay, now watch this. Watch no, sorry. No.
शिंपी येते आता हिला.
आता तुला हे बघून वाटतंय की ती एक्साइटेड असणार.
Our next guest can pretty much identify every place in the world, and he's only 5 years old from Stratford, Connecticut. Please welcome Nate Seltzer. You memorize the entire globe, right?
Okay, watch.
Do you have a favorite state in the United States?
Yes.
What is it?
Missouri.
Oh, Missouri. Why is that?
Because it starts with the F.
Clarity.
So does Montana.
Massachusetts.
In Michigan,
In
Massachusetts,
in Maryland.
in Maine,
And yeah, but still you chose.
Minnesota.
And yeah. Anything else? Mississippi. But so how come Missouri? You just like it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to question anymore. Here's some maps that you drew. Tell me about these maps right here, okay?
First, let's do this one.
Okay. Which one?
First,
This one?
no.
No.
That was not a map.
That's not a map. No, that's a house.
Yes.
That's really sweet.
That's Universal Studios.
Oh, look at that.
Say, look.
Yeah, it is. Smaller than I remember. All right. Tell me about this map.
Okay. First, we'll start with Antarctica.
Okay.
Okay. See this, black thing? That's a penguin.
Oh, it's a penguin.
And this is an iceberg, and it's melting. And this is just a little ice cube.
Oh, wow. So you put little things depending on what lives there. What is this right here?
That's Russia.
And what is that on Russia?
Rocket.
It's really funny.
What is it?
Trump.
This cannot be spontaneous.
Why is Trump on Russia?
That's the exact reaction to get from the
He
audience.
likes Russia.
It's
Okay.
unbelievably.
All right. And what else do we? Where's this? Who's that?
That's Africa.
And who's there?
This is the pyramid of Egypt.
Oh, wow. And then that looks like termites or bumblebees or something.
No.
What is it?
That's a tiger.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's go over some of these. Let's look at flags because you can identify every single flag, right? All right. This is really impressive to me. You're 5 years old.
Yes.
And I like. What is this?
Canada.
That is right. And this is.
Japan.
That's right. And this is.
Denmark.
That's right. And.
Chad.
Sure.
Estonia.
Estonia.
The Maldives.
That's right.
Nauru. Kazakhstan. Tonga. Yemen. The Gambia. Australia.
Yeah, there's more. Is this fun for you?
It is really fun.
It's really amazing. This is.
Italy.
It sure is.
Mexico. China. The Seychelles.
Oh, shit.
Russia. Djibouti.
What? Djibouti.
Oh, that's so cute.
Guatemala. Kuwait.
Wow.
So then you can say it's not scripted.
So I would say की that is the way ते Trump जेव्हा म्हणला ना I still feel की it was scripted कारण एवढं
It was scripted in a way.
but there is a discussion right की लोक म्हणतात की no it was not scripted it was spontaneous आणि कोणीतरी म्हणते की
It
no
was
it
scripted in a way
cannot
when he's already drawn it, and she intentionally before the show asked him what that is, and she knows it's Trump, and she just wants to do it on the show again.
or some suggestions could be there because Trump
Yeah, but then
I like
You're still engaging.
yeah exactly
So I got you a little gift. I think you're going to like it a whole lot. Look at it. Come over here.
Oh my goodness!
Isn't that cool?
Great!
Isn't that great?
This is awesome!
I know. That's yours.
Mommy has to see this.
Mommy does have to see this.
Look at all the flags on
The
it.
flags and the wheels have globes on them, and isn't that cool? That's yours. You take that home, all right?
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
One minute. So since we are here, we're only doing one person in one show. No. Then?
So these are engaging. This is before the show. The show is not. This is not the show. This is a part of the show. These are promos. 3-minute promos, 5-minute promos.
Like
7
the way
minutes
you
from
said.
home.
All episodes are not
he
there
said
on YouTube.
No.
They're
No.
only on the
On the
channel,
website.
On the website.
So now you want to watch it, now you will go to lltube.com.
So even look at the kind of the way they put up these videos. We have these videos on Instagram or we have them on Facebook as well, right? So we say, okay, we have a animal whisperer coming, elephant whisperer coming. The way that they put it, we have a 5-year-old geography expert. Now you know it's not possible. But just that one line of content wants to make you watch it. That is why that copy is so important for you to be able to click on it.
It's like clickbait, news lines and news headlines असतात ना.
Correct.
Farhan Akhtar
One
did
thing, so
this.
I've not seen a lot of TV shows, so what I want to ask is, usually what we do is, we have a set format in terms of, the person talking to the camera and then we show their images or their videos or whatever. Like she did for this guy, having maybe the drawings or then having those flags ready or the maps ready.
Props basically.
Are the props different for every guest?
Yes.
So there is no set.
That is personalized.
Completely personalized.
100%.
Because then, even if the person is coming to the show and sharing about whatever the knowledge or education, there is still something different, or I am being served that in a different way.
Okay, so now that we've started talking about that, let me just pull out the.
And again, so at we
No,
didn't
just
see-
go ahead and let's also see this before you go there.
Okay.
So we didn't
Just
see the end
quickly
of that
compare
show.
it with
But
this person
that's
as
where
well.
she gives people gifts. And here she gave the performer also something.
Weirdly though, just you have almost a phobia of doing
This guy is gay, right?
This
I've
is
never
a
had to
showman.
do them.
Graham Norton is like.
Okay.
But occasionally you'll be in a situation where someone
I
goes,
mean, that's how
I like to use an
gays.
Australian accent or whatever. It just can't do it. And like it makes me like stressed. Like my hands go like when I'm stressed, my hand goes like that, and the thought I can't like comprehend how you even start to like. Like thinking about it makes like I can't do it. I just can't, I've got this. This is it. And it's not ideal.
But you did aspire to be an actor.
No.
You nearly worked with Martin Freeman, didn't you?
I nearly worked instead of Martin Freeman.
So, wait a minute. I knew. So did you audition for The Hobbit? But you auditioned for the actual Hobbit.
Certain Bilbo Baggins. It was a very close run thing.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Who got it?
And I did it. No, in The Hobbit, I was, yeah. So I got asked whether I'd audition for The Hobbit. I think on sight alone. Like, come on. Like, you think, right? And then I turned up and I was absolute dog shit. I thought, I'm not going to get this, obviously, but look at me. I'm going to get some extras work in New Zealand.
Yes.
That was very quick.
Sorry. What are you talking about? But in fairness, you are wearing almost a Joss Whedon wig as the
You're nearly. That was the worst bit. I left. They said, "Can we have your hair?"
Do you remember what bit of you had to do in the audition?
Well, I don't. I mean, no offence, but I'm not into fantasy at all.
No, you just like children's fucking shit.
Do you know the worst thing? I'm trying to know what's happened. Last time I was on here, Mark Ruffalo accused me of being a paedophile. That's followed me around for 5 years, and every time I meet someone, they go, Mark Ruffalo was a bit horrible to you, and now it's happened again!
It might be unfortunate. So two unconnected people.
The host has a swiveling chair and the other things are fixed.
So, normal case the other three are not on chairs, they are on a long sofa.
See, now you're saying normally. Their shows are different.
So they change
Every show they have a different thing. That's the point.
All of them to have a moving chair for the host. Because that also
Whatever
helps
it
your
is, they've changed.
It helps your body language.
They even, so when Will Smith had come, they had put up a performance section as well.
They will personalize it for each person.
तसं नाही आता या शो मध्ये दे आर हॅव्हिंग अ कॉन्व्हर्सेशन सो त्यांनी टॉपिक पिकलाय आणि देन they are topics.
They're celebrities, but they're celebrities, so they're used to it.
Correct.
With normal people, you cannot do that. So the show
Anything
changes.
that we can see with normal people, how they react.
That's what. Look, don't
Celebrities is one
Yeah,
thing.
this is all celebrity. Even Ellen मध्ये सुद्धा तो लहान मुलगा video
So celebrities जे असेल ना, that actually won't hit our audience the way we are
That
looking.
is the challenge. That is the main challenge.
No celebrities म्हटलं होती तरी त्याला
नाही यांचं ग्रँड ऑटम इज ऑल अबाउट हे सगळेच टॉक शो
आणि just some of them he does as promos.
किंवा एलन मध्ये ते येत असतात बट दॅट इज ऑल्सो फॉलोड बाय
all these shows are called talk shows that have performances on it.
या
Like for us, when we say passion, we want performers as much as we want people that are talking.
yes so we
And
can
even though they are called talk shows, they get performers.
म्हणून तसंच तो दॅट इज द बेस्ट फॉर्मॅट
Nobody knew sitting there.
And the other difference is, even if a performer is on the show, he still speaks. He or she.
Correct.
So there is still an interaction and there is a performance.
Yes.
It's not there just come and
that's what they do at a
एक
tennis
सेलिब्रिटी
event.
एक कोणतरी
If they
रॅन्डम
get a
असं असतं
performer,
स्ट्रक्चर असतं
First that person
that is
talks,
still-
first he performs and then he
So
talks.
आपण तो जो
So people get to see both sides of it.
Correct.
नाही
So basically, I would say कि reality shows you can have unknown people because
Yes.
एका point ला you start get to know
Because
the
their
people.
tasks or that drama is
The
what
character
people
arc
like.
thing
Yeah.
is completed.
Instrument
Really, ऐसे talk shows मध्ये
नाही,
you always
संतोष
see
आपल्याकडे-
celebrities कारण एका तासात
संतोष कोण
relatable
आलं होतं ना?
random कोणाला
नीना,
तरी
correct.
करणं
So
शक्य
Nina
नाही.
will come through
Now there is this-
Nina
there
will
is
come
our
through
challenge.
social media only, no?
See, also one more thing you need to realize: we don't have
We saw that
anything
we
built
did
on.
and then we called
Our
it.
show
Yeah.
is completely like we won't find anything on social media or the internet
Similar.
we were trying to create. If we found something, then we would not do this show. What we have to do is pick and choose.
Right.
And then compile.
Then-
Which is why that
it can
exercise
work.
ki what is your favorite show, what is the show flow.
Yes, yes.
That's why we come back to that whole process ki each show मध्ये what you identify.
Sir,
नाही काय नाही
See, and the difference here is because it's a celebrity. The consumer is already out there. People are more interested about these little talks.
Exactly.
पण आपल्याकडे काय की we are not doing anything about talks. It is about their passion talks.
Like very spices also.
Relatability आणावी लागेल.
So that's why we do this circle again. की performer असला तर that performer personalize it. How do we attract their audience? How do we connect? How do we engage? Each performer episode or show or it keeps changing. We create a new format altogether.
Yes. हाँ जैसे
It can't be the same. One day you feel like doing a Graham Norton type of show. One day you try a Trevor Noah show. Because right now we don't know what is going to work.
Right. And if we have to have because तो relatability factor आणायला we need to have that flexibility.
Yes.
कारण the passion is the only way for the show to connect to audience.
Correct.
And not
In
the
the
people.
Graham Norton part, if you would have just to introduce Glyphs in it,
आणि पाणीपुरी
who was more passionate about doing the Hobbit?
हाँ.
Why was he more passionate about doing the Hobbit?
Right.
In the end, it is how you projected yourself during the thing. Were you passionate enough in acting to do
Skip
it?
one day as well.
That we can twist the question there. So don't look at the shows like
हाँ.
it's just not the same thing.
Or Tuesday we would meet anyway. So. Please bring onions that day.
I do know. I'll bring strict no.
Discord is Discord also.
Yeah, Discord is another form of community generation. I'll show you that. I was going to show you Discord.
Vimeo नाही माहिती मला.
Vimeo is YouTube competitor.
Vimeo is still used by आपलं now they काय lease out their service integration video integration साठी you have a website आणि
We just now at
पैसे
place
निघाले आपले.
don't have to do that, but
they host all their shows on
मला रे ते नावं लक्षात ठेवायला ना म्हणजे आय कॅन गो बॅक अँड
आय सेंड यू द
मटके वेळ नाही
आय सेंड यू
आय डोंट नो दिस
that's why we're recording videos.
मी गणेश
पण तू मला जेव्हा पाठवशील तोपर्यंत माझ्या डोक्यात निघून जाईल ना
मला तू अजून लिंक नाही पाठवली त्यांना
कसली
कसलेच नाही पाठवलं अजून
तुम्ही OneDrive वर कशावर करता तुम्ही शेअर?
ड्राईव्ह
Google Drive.
कंपाईल करून सगळं फुल.
तू मला MOMs पाठवतोयस ना सगळे MOMs आणि हे सगळं पाठवतोयस लिंक्स मला
व्हिडिओ आता पण रेडी आहेत सगळे.
नाही द आयडिया इज अगेन की सो
मी प्रश्न विचारतो.
दोन विचार पण ऐक ना मी तुझा हात पकडू का
एक सेकंड थांब काहीतरी आपण
Then I can't talk यार. पण हे पुसलं तर मला नाही
ओके ना प्लीज You should have been there yesterday. Epic moment. She was having एक सेकंड पकड ना मला बोलायचंय
आणि तो बर्गर असा आहे ना.
So she asked me to hold the burger so that she can use her hand.
How to express value?
पण तुझं हे असं असतं you need to worry about clearing the tracks.
पण असं बरंच काय काही एपिक घडतंय कालपासून आज पण खूप जास्त काहीतरी घडतंय.
Hey, Farhan, you promised.
Yeah, I'm not telling you.
नको थांबू चल बारली.
मी आता प्रश्न विसरले माझा.
Oh no.
अरे गायत्री प्रश्न विचार ना
Sorry, she had a question.
I forgot.
Cheer करू का? Question.
पण मराठीमध्ये असेल तर मराठीमध्ये चेक
All right. Nice t-shirt. Okay, so.
Answer the question.
हाँ, she has a
No, I
question. We have
forgot
to
my
wait.
question. So
Okay, so.
नाही मला genuinely प्रश्न होता. These guys spoke so much in between.
ह्याच्याबद्दलचं होतं का ते?
Okay, so I
हिरव्या
think.
मिरचीचा लाल
उसके जूस के बारे में था.
अरे चला मला 7:15 निघायचं आहे
Oh yeah.
तुम्ही लोक लेट आलाय लेट निघणार
म्हणून तो 7:15
नाही तुम्ही 5:30
ठीक आहे चल ना.
ओके
मॅम
fine. Okay, so while your question comes up, after looking at all these episodes, what did you like, what did you not like? Which we spoke about yesterday, but that was from your memory. Right now you saw a few things fresh, something that you didn't like, something you don't want to do, something that you think we should do. But
Okay,
don't know
when
how
you
to
say
do.
like or not like, are you saying it personal or are you saying it from the point of view
No,
of
no.
our platform?
again combined to the same point. We did everything for the performers. So
So it has to be audience oriented.
so our way of projecting
Was all performer.
Yeah, but that is before. Now we opened that.
she asked a question.
No.
She asked a
But if
question.
you saw from the
Audience
performances,
perspective.
like there's only one episode that we saw which had a common person, which was a kid. That was also a part of it was from the performer's perspective, where he had something to take back. Now I don't know if the performer had been told कि अच्छा जाता ना आम्ही तुला गाडी देऊ, but that his reaction didn't make it feel like he already knew. So it's 50-50, where they give the audience something where there's 100% entertainment, or they have gauged the audience that likes that entertainment, even if we right now got lost along the way. They've gauged their audience.
So Avni, here I like to differ from your thought. You're talking about incentivizing.
Yes.
Right? See, the way I look at it is incentivizing can be one of the reasons,
Correct.
right? But it can't be the reason of being there, right?
No.
So what I would rather say, what the show should have is more on the content part of it or the diversity part of it, the entertainment part of it. Is it possible to incentivize? Maybe yes. That is something which we can't be 100% sure of. But do we have it in us to do a great show? For sure.
Incentives is something which is a supporting act to the show. The show is the main thing, but the incentive is what adds up to it. So from those other shows, what do you think that was? Why do you think it was so entertaining?
So even Ramcha Hachamade, I don't think there was anything that he incentivized on.
So incentives, I think you're getting it wrong. Incentives when
what is the value that the audience sees in your show, in the content that you're giving the show?
Correct.
See, I suggest we don't compare it to Glyphs. First of all, like we said earlier, there are no shows online which are going to be like Glyphs.
And incentives
आता गंमत काय होते की when you ask this question, हे सेलिब्रिटीजच्या बरोबर झालेले आहे.
Correct.
100%.
आपलं आणि सेलिब्रिटीचं गणितच चुकतं. Because a normal person, for him or her to come on the show and talk, ते पहिल्यांदा घाम फुटलेला असतो त्यांचा. We forget them when we had to speak, आम्हाला घाम फुटलेला. So imagine, so they are in the entertainment industry. They know how to entertain. Simple. आपल्याला we'll have to create that entertainment part in that. So now the discussion for me is that how will the host create the entertainment value? Because I know that I'm on an unknown grounds where the performers are there.
So what you're saying is basically the hosts also need to have that energy,
100%.
and that spontaneity. So even if they were talking to a kid, that back and forth that she cracked jokes on him. So we as hosts should not have, like of course your booty, like they're not afraid to offend the audience. The biggest problem with us is that we're afraid what the audience is.
But still, we can still find ways of entertainment even if we don't offend.
Our community per se, not Glyphs, but generally our Hindu community or the Indian community, let me not say Hindu, is extremely sensitive. They are word sensitive.
Which is why
they create proper and direct. स्वतः बोलताना ते असेच बोलणार, but if somebody on the show says something wrong,
भावना दुखावल्या
नाही भावना म्हणजे तिकडे ते झेंडे घेऊन येतील तुझ्याकडे.
But can I say something? This is something that we honestly who they know.
हा मी पण तेच म्हणतोय एवढं काही नाही उलट कॉन्ट्रावर्सी इज गुड नो पब्लिसिटी इज बॅड पब्लिसिटी.
What is going to happen?
Decide one thing is that we're not
going to learn from it.
Yeah. So
let whatever happen we can
recipe करून about creating a article.
Because you're scared कि अरे राहुल क्या म्हणेल, you're scared अरे हे कोण म्हणेल, ते काय म्हणेल.
This is exactly the reaction of the host is going to be because she's already thinking what's going to happen next.
Because you're so afraid of the reactions you're going to get, and you think you're going to be answerable.
Yes, because to an extent, yes, because when a pole dancer comes on the show, and when somebody puts a comment, pole artist, the question that was asked was that how can you people
was the communication during the pole artist coming in the right way?
On Facebook.
Yeah, but the communication
communication was very very straight and very.
So tell me something. In this case, you guys deleted the question, right?
Let's not do that right now.
So ते सोडून दे काय झालं ते सोडून दे.
I'm just trying to say that if you want spontaneity,
I would say
you need to be a little spontaneous.
But again,
my God, Parag is scandal. I'm telling you, Parag is scandal.
One more way of being spontaneous is like you said. They fill out the questionnaire and everything has come to you. You do your homework. You know which parts to make a little witty by maybe pulling out incidences here and there related to that. That you don't keep them prepared with the question. No,
we're getting confused right now. We're going all over the place. Let's go step by step.
The research.
We're getting very personal right now. So let's start with. Now we've identified earlier what we're going to do here. We know what the process is for whoever comes.
Guys.
One meeting.
We know what the process is for what whenever a consumer comes to us, what we're going to do. The next step is how we're going to do that. So if you have to attract and engage.
Can you go to a step before? Okay. So what we have identified is this entire process cycle can be put into 3 buckets. The first bucket is probably the marketing aspect, which is social media, primarily.
Yeah, these are the 4 buckets.
The 4 buckets, yeah. Sorry. Revenue will not be.
It's a later on.
It's a different story. So marketing. So पहले से 3 points हैं. So attract, connect, and engage will be achieved through the marketing. Engagement does not stop there. Engagement comes to the next level, where for us right now it is enjoying the product. Or using the product, and that product for us right now is the show, right? So you engage, you personalize, and you retain through the show. You start building here, and from retention you go to the physical part. So that building of community happens post retention.
So right now, when I want to attract an audience, what do you do to attract audience? You put a post. Where do you put that post? What is the communication? What is the degree of attraction? So when you say marketing, attract, engage and connect, what is the degree of attraction over there? What is the degree of engagement? We have to come with ideas for each of the process, which we keep rolling out slowly. To attract, maybe you have a teaser of our entire season 1 ka show in like 30 seconds. We have to identify those points of attractions from the data that we have.
So in your strategy you're going to go retrospective.
Yes.
Not prospective.
No.
Why?
Because we already decided what our audience is. We already know who we have to attract.
According to that, you will now build
Build
the
on.
show flow.
Correct.
Because we know the audience.
Not the show flow.
Everything will be built according to that, right? According to whatever we have identified today.
Correct.
Then still the marketing strategies are going to use retrospective data.
Because you already have that data. You have been attracting the performers, not the audience. Have you tried using them as audience? Have you tried interacting with them as audience?
No.
So we have a already generated pool of audience there.
Correct.
So
why
why I'm getting this question, I'll tell you. If we are trying to revamp the show flow, okay, this attract and connect is going to happen from now on.
Yeah.
माझ्या डोक्यातलं सांगते. Why I'm getting confused. Attraction towards what? Not something that already happened, right?
Why not?
That's in my head. That's
No,
in my head.
correct.
Okay, sorry.
So attract towards what? Because if we are saying that we are now going to open season 2, we have to now bring your audience to move with you
to season 2. Correct.
So attract to what and connect to what and engage for what?
Correct.
These are the questions in my brain right now.
Okay.
Now to kind of understand the answer to a question, when you say okay, attract matlab what all have you been doing and stuff like that, shouldn't we first be discussing the topic that we left out 10 minutes back, that what are the elements that we kind of would want to see in the show, so that probably we know okay, what are we attracting people towards, and then.
So when I say right now talk about Glyphs, right? The moment Glyphs post something, the journey is already begun. This journey is not of the show. The journey is of audience going through till the physical part, the physical meeting.
So are you imagining this to be the flow of the show?
No.
So
I'm just trying to correlate, because just 10 minutes back we were talking about what are the elements we want in the show.
Correct.
Because that's going to be the part of this entire journey.
You can't start on talking about the elements of the show until and unless you know what the pre is. How are you going to promote it? You have to have ideas of connections, right? What are you going to run a challenge on?
So, but so that is true. पण आपलं फॉर बी आपलं सगळ्यात रादर शो हाऊ टू सगळे रिटेन्शन जे काही अट्रिशन जे काही इश्यूज आहेत दॅट इज मेनली बिकॉज पीपल डोंट कनेक्ट टू द शो.
See, right now you're talking about show as Glyphs.
To connect with the show, I mean with that 1 hour, how are you going to get them there?
Getting them.
See, yesterday we identified Glyphs CCE is the parent company. Under that we have the show, we have something else. We ended yesterday's conversation by talking about, do we want to keep the show as the only way of communication, only platform, only medium of interaction with the audience to get the physical, and we came to the conclusion that no, we want to have other different things. So right now if we talk only about the show, we're going too deep into talking about only the show, then our entire branding, our entire communication, our entire audience attractions is only towards the shows, not to Glyphs as a platform.
And the experience that we create for the user to retain them after the show gets eliminated.
ह्याच्या पाठच्या स्लाइडवर जाऊ. आत्तापर्यंत ना आपण आत्तापर्यंत काय बोललो सीझन 1 पर्यंत, इट जस्ट धिस पार्ट ऑफ इट, राईट? बिकॉज फॉर अस द शो वॉज नॉट द शो, द शो वॉज ग्लिफ्स, राईट? व्हॉट इज द अल्टिमेट एम? द अल्टिमेट एम इज टू बिल्ड अ कम्युनिटी समवेअर, सम टाइम, आज नाही उद्या, पण त्याची सुरुवात आणि शेवट हा शो नाही आहे. शो इज जस्ट अ मीडियम टू रीच देअर. Right now, what we are trying to say is to attract to that community aspect. What we will first need to do is attract, connect, get him through the journey to the show. He gets retained to the show, gets something personalized for himself so that he is retained here. From that point, we take off and we tell him, now that you have retained and you are close to being loyal, I give you something else.
Right.
And that's that community part of it, where that physical aspect comes in.
So then these multiple channels to build community, one of them is pod, one of them is show, right? But आता आपल्याकडे सगळ्यात टाइम कन्झ्युमिंग आणि सगळ्यात मोठा भाग ग्लिफ्सचा is show, right?
That's because you made that the hero.
Yeah, but
we don't want to do that.
For every channel to create the community, these 6 steps apply.
पण प्रत्येक चॅनलचं पुन्हा प्रत्येक जो आपण प्लॅटफॉर्म किंवा मॉड्यूल बनवणार आहोत त्याचे डायनॅमिक्स डिफरंट आहेत. आता आपण शो बद्दल बोलतोय म्हणून हे सगळं आहे. आम्ही त्या दिवशी स्पेसेस बद्दल बोलत होतो. स्पेसेस मध्ये बरेच वेगळं होणार आहे. इट विल नॉट बी दॅट डिटेल्ड. फॉर अस व्हॉट वी स्पोक ऑफ, स्पेसेस हॅज टू बी व्हेरी इन्फॉर्मल, व्हेरी स्पॉन्टेनियस, डज नॉट नीड टू बी स्क्रिप्टेड, and that forms the audience. But that is somewhere where you engage the audience to come to the show. So probably going forward we may decide on to an aspect where we say the show still remains the primary product. आणि मग स्पेसेस आणि बाकी सगळे जे आहेत त्या पाईपलाईन्स आहेत जिकडे त्या शोवर घेऊन येतील आणि मग त्या शोवरनं आपण त्यांना त्या कम्युनिटी बिल्डिंग कडे घेऊन जाऊ.
But then again, show becomes the center point.
That's if you are you deciding that right now?
No. But atta साठी
we can't because we don't know what our again this is going to look like. Okay. Right now, that's why I've written Glyphs CCE here and not the show.
Show, right? Okay.
Okay. What did we conclude out of those points that we discussed about?
Which are those points?
So while we were looking at Ellen and Graham Norton, that point sort of
felt like the show. Now if you see, so the reason for doing that is to understand how the audience is being retained, because we were talking about that process here, this part. We have spent a lot of time here, we haven't spent much time here.
What out of the show do you think is going to basically retain you as an audience? think
So
from
we were
an
talking about
audience
retention.
of the show.
Yeah, what out of the show?
कारण
What out
आता
of the
आपल्याकडे तो
journey?
शोच आहे
What
ना
out of-
आता आपल्याकडे आत्ता ह्या क्षणाला पण आत्ता आपल्याला हे नाही माहिती की हे कायमचं हेच राहणार
बरोबर
राईट प्रॉब्ली टुमॉरो वी माइट से नो दिस इज लाईक दिस we may create a couple of other platforms also.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think we moved too fast from the show to Glyphs CCE, I think.
Sorry?
I think we moved from talking about the show too quickly to talking about yeah, got it.
तुमचा पोल पाहिजे आपल्या ह्यांचा की डू वी वॉन्ट टू तुझ्या ह्याच्यात की डू वी वॉन्ट टू हॅव मल्टिपल एव्हेन्यूज ऑफ बिल्डिंग द कम्युनिटी येस कॅन वी डू दॅट राईट नाऊ नो राईट so basically is Glyphs
why can we not do that
कारण आता आपण कसं आपण सो वी स्टार्टेड विथ द शो त्यानंतर आपण वाढवलं टाउन स्क्वेअर कॉर्पोरेट असं केलं आणि परत कॅन्सल फॉर एनी रिझन आपण मागं आलो वी स्टॉप अगेन ऑन द शो सो आता म्हणजे आहे पॉड्स आणि हे सगळं पाईपलाईन मध्ये आहे बट मला असं वाटतंय की शोचं स्ट्रक्चर द हार्डेस्ट नट टू क्रॅक शुड बी सेंटर पॉइंट वुड सर्व बेटर टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन
honestly the show is the easiest nut to crack at this point when you know all this
नाही ना शोचं स्ट्रक्चर एज इन
the flow show की first 5 minutes मध्ये काय होणार 7 minutes मध्ये 8 minutes मध्ये 9 minutes मध्ये
so I think if I can explain so what I believe they are getting at today is let's look at the larger space first. Let's conclude on that की आपल्याला इकडे काय पाहिजे and funneling it down to इकडे काय पाहिजे
because opening the onion
because primarily ते आता तिकडेच आहेत ना so if he's saying that our communication needs a direction on this part then let's first address this and then let's come down to the core of maybe the show or
once you know what medium you have, what marketing you're going to do, what kind of audience you're going to attract, what you put in the show is going to be just key select this, bas khatam.
Because the show आणि त्याचं जे काय पेरिफेरल्स आहे किंवा त्याचे जे नेटिग्रिटीज आहेत रादर these are the operational aspects.
Right.
These are not strategic aspects. Right now
strategy तू कंपनीची करशील ना बरोबर आणि मग तू त्याच्यामध्ये जे काही तुझं वर्टिकल त्याच्यामध्ये आपण
की आपण out of all of this what we are trying to achieve what you have liked out of it and through that आपण how we are going to build that
त्या शो बिल्डिंगला यायचंय आपल्याला
I think from understanding what we are liking or not liking, we are kind of building the personality of Glyphs as well.
That's the reason. That's the reason we are doing the bigger picture, not the show.
Coming back to your retrospective point, the reason that we will probably what we will show in season 2, no matter how your season 1 was, the way we package it. And the way we show it is actually what will bring people to us. So for example,
and
I'll give
maybe
you,
that
I'll
might
give you
want
a very,
them to watch season 1 also.
I'll give you a very stupid example. Now I am at home, or all of us are at home without makeup, walking in fata hua shorts, fata hua t-shirts, fata hua whatever. But when you go for a business meeting or you go for any meeting, you dress up and go. Right? No matter what you do outside of that space, you put up a face in order to create a personality for your upcoming meetings. That is exactly what we're going to do right now to start the branding of season 2. Based on the data that we have, based on the journey of season 1, we're going to pick it up, we're going to package it, we're going to brand it in a way to start bringing people for season 2 based on these points that you think you want to show people. Must be a very stupid example, but that's what I could. That's what I could think of.
Indirectly, she called season 1 Patawa.
No. That is not my intention. Sorry, that is not my intention.
Because for your client meetings, you have come in all Patawa. Last 2 days, because of everything, you are like.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So irrespective of whatever we do, we are going to package it in such a brilliant way that for season 2 we're going to put out in a print way, and then when we start getting data out of season 2 you start leveraging that. Because atta we have season 1. How to package it is up to us.
And why let go of that audience that is there now for season 1? Like, even if they're mostly performers, why not get the performers on his audience?
Now if you see India's Got Talent
maybe
season
they'll
1,
want to become
the production
performers
was
again.
horrible. But even today they use that as, oh my god, kya legendary season 1 tha. They edited in a, no, that's your talent, but whatever.
कहाँ से कहाँ
था.
So now we want to identify for glyphs what
And
are
to be
these
very honest, that's what
4
we did
things.
for chemistry also. Like the way we started it and the way we brought it up to people, they love to see where we started from and where we brought it.
Glyphs launch episode आणि 125 वर्ष you will like
आणि मग
पहिले
आता
शब्द
season 2.
काय होते माहितीये का ग्लिफ्स मध्ये असीम कॅमेरा was live first words uttered
Which
on
is
Glyphs
Which is
platform.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant content.
It was so
You have your opening.
मला सीझन 1 संपल्यानंतर हे कळले.
मागं पडदे लावलेले असे ते त्या ह्यानं
Which
आपला
is brilliant
studio वर.
because you start showing.
I can already think of promo.
Exactly, I'm
Imagine the
thinking from
promo
your
of.
perspective only.
I know exactly.
I know. Think about it.
So the promo for season 2 can straight up be Asim camera band kar, the camera goes off and then you have a new host starting.
That's how you start. Yeah.
Yes.
See? Nice. That's how you.
But again we're talking about the show. Not Glyphs.
Seriously ordered? Everyone's crazy. What's wrong with everyone?
No, you're the only one who's crazy because all of us relate to that.
You actually
You don't.
अरे ते सांगेल पहिले
कसं सांगेल?
अरे आता धर तू काढा इकडून पप्पाचे सगळे
ते तूच घे. मी नाही केलं.
काय लिहिलंय त्याच्यात
ओली
अच्छा मी म्हटलं ऑब्लिक किचन
बटाटा
SP
MP is मसाला पुरी.
नंतर मागतो ना भेळ शेवपुरी का BSP का बहुजन समाज
No, I had lunch. I really every time.
So this is all okay.
I had
Complete.
I had puri, आळूची भाजी, हे बोलते छोले, पुरी, पाणीपुरीचं पुऱ्या.
नाही पाव आहे पाव मसाला पाव पण मागवला आहे तुम्ही कांदा वगैरे नाही एक दाबेली पण आहे काय हे मिळालं ते
मेनू मध्ये जे दिसलं सगळं टिक 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 करत गेलं का
अच्छा त्याची आहे का?
अरे नाही हे शेव हे
मसाला पुरी किंवा
शेवपुरीत नुसतं पाणी घालायचं
You set the precedence of 2 hosts. You should always will have 2 hosts in every show. You can't go back to 1 host for a couple of episodes.
Why not? You can just tell them the feeling stick. They're not feeling like
It's
he's
not
a joke
about
man.
can we or not.
Like that Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
No.
We
In
can
fact,
see her
I'm
doing
saying
this.
you can use that relationship to also acknowledge your absence.
It depends on where you want to take Glyphs.
Say for example that, like coming back to the point where say she'll always complain about how you're late and how you're not on time, and now maybe one of the shows where you can't make it, she just says, yeah, well, Parag is late and now I'm not letting him into the meeting.
You don't have to show them that actually
You
not
create
coming.
that
You
content.
create and you can have.
You play around
It's up
with it
to
all the
you,
time.
how you
and
want to
you,
drive.
you can always just say that she's complaining about all the time. She has
So
work, she
basically
has
it's
family,
like,
she has this, she has that. And now, oh, guess what? Who's got a family emergency again? She's not turned up.
So this all is great. I don't have any issues with that. But then now, okay, we're talking about the content of the show.
But
right?
that's what now you're coming back to the end of the point where do you want to take Glyphs? Does it have to be serious? Does it have to be fun? Does it have to be that's Glyphs? not the show.
Correct है ना? So will two hosts be too much for the content which we may end up deciding?
No,
We
that
don't,
even-
we don't know that right now.
Decide the content.
I am
depends on
asking,
how
We
many
don't know
hosts.
that right now. We might need
I'm
3 hosts for
saying
3
the
different
other-
individual segments.
I'm saying
it
the
will
other
be
way
like
around.
this, the
Why
Top
don't we
Gear-
curate content according to that?
Top Gear
Because you
show-
guys are going to be the only
नाही
constant.
टॉप गिअर जो शो आहे ना त्यात तो जेरेमी क्लार्कसन आणि ते तिघ जण
टॉप गिअरचा नाही आहे, टॉप गिअरचा होता.
Bad boys.
हा, होता.
Toys, boy toys.
ते त्यांना नेटवर्क मधनं हकललं वगैरे काहीतरी झालं आणि त्यांचं कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट मध्ये होतं की यू कॅनॉट इन्व्हाइट सेलिब्रिटीज ऑन द शो, जे आधी ओरिजिनल टॉप गिअर मध्ये करायचे, बट दे हॅड ब्रँड नेम. सो त्यांनी टॉप गिअरच कंटिन्यू केलं आणि मग ते कसं करायचं